Hi everyone. Today we're going to discuss a question I received from a viewer a couple months ago. The question revolved around my free college in California video regarding the requirement of in-state residency. Here's a card for that video above if you haven't seen it yet. So, how do you become an in-state resident? Well, let's jump into the details. But first, thank you for coming to my channel. I talk about jobs, education, careers, and more. Now, the topic of in-state residency. You might have seen colleges where they have two different tuition costs to attend. One is for in-state tuition and the second is for out-of-state tuition. You browse the in-state tuition and it seems reasonable. Then you just about spit out your drink when you see the cost of out-of-state tuition costs. A quick example, in my previous versus video between Oregon and UW, again, check out the card above if you want to see that. One of the criteria I look at is in-state and out-of-state tuition. For Oregon, the in-state tuition is just over $12,000 a year, but out-of-state tuition is $36,615. That's almost triple the cost. Why is there such a difference? Well, first, state universities, like the University of Oregon, want residents of their state to attend their school. That's why tuition is low. But if you come from another state, say California, then you pay a premium to attend that school. This can be said for each state school in every state. In my current and future free college videos, one reoccurring theme is going to be in-state residency to get that perk for free college. So the big question, how do I get in-state residency? There are two primary ways to become an in-state resident. First, you're currently living and have been living in the state that you're located now. Second, you move to a state and you need to live there for a period of time. Each state is going to have very similar requirements. Seeing that I'm a California resident, I'll talk about the state of California and its residency requirements. To find the residency requirements for California, the laws surrounding that are governed by the state itself, and there are a variety of criteria. The requirements under the California Franchise Tax Board are 1. You're presently living in California for other than temporary or transitory purposes. This means you're living in California full-time. Or you are domiciled in California and are outside of California for temporary or transitory purposes. Either one can be a criteria to be a resident. Now, this is just for the purposes, in my view, for the state of California to collect income tax. You live in California, you have a job in California, you're going to pay taxes in California. Well, then you're a resident. But, and this is a big but, there are specific requirements for in-state tuition based off of what school you are attending. This next example will be the University of California Office of the President, UCOP, requirements for in-state residency. So if you're interested in a school like, let's say, UCLA, this will apply. These requirements are more detailed than what the state requires, and all these are required before your first day of class at the UC school that you're going to. So, first, you have to have lived in California for 366 continuous days. Second, you must establish your intent to make California your home 1 year prior to classes starting. Third, if you're under 24 and your parents are not California residents, then you must be able to verify that you are financially independent for 2 years prior to your first day of class. So if your parents live in another state and they help cover your costs, sorry, you're out of luck. You have to be on your own. And fourth, you have to be a U.S. citizen or have the legal ability to domicile, live, in the United States by either possessing a qualifying non-immigrant visa or by being a permanent resident of the United States. So a few quick examples. If you're a U.S. citizen, have been living in California for over a year, and your parents are residents of the state, well, you're an in-state resident. Another one. If you've been on your own for 2 years, have lived in the state for a minimum of 366 days, and a U.S. citizen, then you're a resident. But on the opposite side, if you're on a student visa and want to get California residency, you're out of luck because you fail the requirement of intent to live in California to be a resident. The student visa alludes that you're only in the state for the purposes of going to school. These are just a few examples of the many that could apply. I hope this helps those who are curious about in-state residency. I have links below in the description on the residency requirements for California and the University of California system. For other states that interest you, I recommend looking at two major sites. First, the requirements to be a resident of that particular state on a state government website. Then, the in-state residency requirements of that specific school that you want to attend. If you have questions, please let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope this helps those who are curious about residency requirements. To some, it might not be the information you want to hear, but it's good to know so you can prepare. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to click the like button. And if you want to see more of my content, please consider subscribing. A click of the notification bell will give you alerts when I post new videos. Again, thank you so much for watching. Be safe, have a good one,